2013.
And Emily.
When I think of Carver, I imagine the little things that make us who we are. The performing arts students in the halls practicing their lines. The smell of the darkroom chemicals that photo students carry with them after printing images. The sounds of sanders and saws throughout the carpentry halls. Ms. Steele's congratulatory announcements. Ms. Haley's, the building will be closed at, say it with me, 2:45 p.m. And 178 of the most intelligent, creative, and inspiring people that I have ever met. Words alone cannot thank the people who have guided the class of 2013 throughout the past 4 years. But for now, they will have to suffice. Thank you, parents and guardians, for supporting each and every student to achieve his or her dreams. Thank you, guidance counselors, coaches, our principal, the foundation, and Carver staff. Most of all, thank you to our incredible teachers, allowing us to extend the knowledge that we've learned to create new ideas. One of the best feelings at school is actually wanting to come to class, eager to learn, laugh, and enjoy what our teachers have had in store for us. Perhaps you were in Miss Stephanie's class, where she told the dancers to put their legs up, yeah. Maybe you were in Mr. Johnston's class with his many interesting hairstyles. Or what about Estrogen Central and Lucas with Mr. Cook? Whatever classes we all had, the memories are endless, and we owe infinite amounts of thanks to the teachers who guided each and every one of us. In addition, I would like to acknowledge Ms. Kimmel and Ms. Schweitzer for being the most dedicated and amazing class advisors that this class could have had. Our proms, senior breakfast, and fundraisers could not have happened without you. Both of you have taught me about professionalism, language, and life. As much as English is not my thing, I've honestly enjoyed 2 years of Ms. Kimmel's classes, where we not only learned about the topics at hand, but we brought in real-life examples and engaged in deep discussions to add to what we see on life's surface. Not to mention, we wrote so many essays that I was sure I was going to get carpal tunnel syndrome. Ms. Schweitzer is extraordinary and always willing to help. I didn't forget that you said I could send you all of my English papers next year. From freshman year to today, she has been here for me and for every other student. And of course, when I email you all my papers, I'll be asking you to pick out my outfits for the next month too. Ms. Kimmel and Ms. Schweitzer, I will always remember the countless lessons you have taught. You are both irreplaceable and as good as any teachers get. On behalf of the class of 2013, I would like to thank you both for everything that you've done. But my absolute favorite thing about Carver is how unique we are as a school and as individuals. Carver is filled with infinite talent, developed throughout the 10 primes and even beyond that. We have all been Carverized, whether we know it or not. Our creative, respectful, and accepting culture has paved the way for us to become truly spectacular, tolerant human beings that have passed our knowledge along to the students behind us. We really shouldn't take this place for granted. Comparatively, we accomplish in a month what other schools strive to accomplish in a year. We should never underestimate ourselves and what Carver has done for each and every one of us. I want you all to think back and imagine the paint that covered Carver's halls. Each layer of paint represented a new class and a new sprouting of ideas. No paint color can be replicated to be exactly the same as the color before. Just as this class is unique in every way possible, Carver's legacy fresh Kansas had to be carried on, and we did just that. Our senior shows, our cafe weeks, our recitals, and our performances have set the bar for Carver students. We are all artists. Whether we create with a paintbrush, hammer and nail, computer, pen and paper, makeup, utensil, feet, hands, or voice, we utilize the resources that Carver and the world have offered to us in order to keep creating things to be shared with the world. I could not have asked for anything more from this spectacular school. So again, on behalf of the class of 2013, thank you, Carver Center, for making our high school experience as good as it gets. Here to welcome all in attendance is our leader, Miss Karen Steele, who, for our high school experience, has been here to guide us every step of the way. Throughout all the changes that we have undergone, Ms. Steele has risen to each challenge in an admirable and fearless way, transforming Carver Center into a 21st century school, which is bigger and stronger than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome our principal, Ms. Karen Steele.
Of success, of victories, of endings, and new beginnings, of what has been becoming what was, and of what is becoming what will be. Today marks our 18th graduation, our 20th year in existence, a year in which we celebrated history-making accomplishments. Carver Center's class of 2013 has not only maintained Carver Center's tradition of excellence, it has raised the bar even higher. I want to take a moment to acknowledge some very special people who have played crucial roles in your 4 years at Carver Center. I first want to acknowledge the two people who have steered the class of 2013 through 4 years at Carver Center. It has been their job to guide, to advise, to sponsor, and to support, and they have done an outstanding job. Your class advisors, Ms. Kimmel and Ms. Schweitzer. Next, a huge thank you and acknowledgement goes to the person who has made everything happen today. From months of planning, of names, of tickets, months of every detail to make the commencement go smoothly, for doing her job so well that it makes it all look so easy. Our graduation coordinator, Ms. Maria Tasselar-No. Carver Center is truly honored to have a representative from the Board of Education here this evening. Joining us this evening is Mr. David Uhlfelder, a true member of the Carver Center community. Mr. Uhlfelder is the proud grandparent of two, not only one, but two Carver Center graduates. I want to thank Mr. Uhlfelder for all that he and the Board of Education do for us and for the county's magnet school program. Welcome, Mr. Uhlfelder. It is a special honor to have with us tonight the man who has led Baltimore County into a new era of deliberate excellence. A man whose concern for students and their achievement is paramount in all that he does. We appreciate all that he does every day for the students of Baltimore County, and especially all that he and his staff do for the Carver Center community. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce you to the Superintendent of Baltimore County Public Schools, Dr. S. Dallas Campbell. Also on stage with us tonight is the Assistant Superintendent for Schools, Dr. John Mayo. It is an honor and a pleasure to welcome him here this evening for his first ever Carver Center graduation. Dr. John Mayo. welcome to our commencement Delegate Stephen Lafferty. A true friend to Carver Center, Delegate Lafferty is dedicated to seeing that our county schools are second to none. It is an honor and a pleasure to welcome him here this evening, Delegate Stephen Lafferty. This is a special year for Carver Center, for the Carver Center community. Our 20th anniversary. An outstanding school in a brand new, magnificent building. The future could not be more promising for students at Carver Center. Yet, its future, and indeed its present, do not stand solely on the promise of excellence to come, but on the tradition of excellence established and realized over the last 20 years. As Isaac Newton said, we stand on the shoulders of giants. At graduation, I thank two people who are usually not with us, our former principals, Ms. Mary Carey and Mr. Joe Freed. The vision that our founding principal, Ms. Mary Carey, put forth that became Carver Center is the foundation of each of our experiences at Carver Center. As a student, faculty, staff, parent, and visitor. It is through Mary Carey's vision and Joe Freed's furtherance of that vision that we have all come to feel the importance of our part in helping make Carver Center all that it is. The fact that we all feel part of what has been accomplished is testament to and is legacy of their leadership. It is my absolute pleasure this year, our 20th year, to introduce you, the Carver Center community, to our founding principal, Ms. Mary Carey. As the visionary founder of the school is immeasurable in its impact and importance. Though without Mary Carey, there may have eventually been an art magnet in Baltimore County. Without Mary Carey, unarguably, there would never have been a Carver Center such as we all experience on a daily basis. Later in the program, Ms. Carey will share her thoughts and reflections with you on Carver Center's journey. And at this time, it is my honor to introduce